When did fast thinking save you from danger? I was about 15 when I had one of those moments where your brain reacts before you even realize what's happening. I was walking home from a friend's house late one evening, taking a shortcut I'd used 100 times before. Normally it felt fine, but that night something felt off. The street was quiet. Too quiet. No cars, no people, just the echo of my footsteps on the pavement. Halfway down the block, I noticed a man sitting on the curb. He wasn't moving, just sitting there with his head down. I told myself not to overthink it. Maybe he lived nearby. Maybe he was just resting. But the second I walked past him, he stood up. And then he started walking behind me. At first, I thought maybe it was just coincidence. But the more I sped up, the more he matched my pace. I could hear his footsteps hitting the ground in rhythm with mine. My chest tightened, my palms started sweating, and every instinct in me was screaming that something wasn't right. Then I heard him mutter something. I couldn't make out the exact words, but his tone made it clear he wasn't just heading home. He was following me. I glanced ahead and realized if I kept going straight, I'd be heading into a dark stretch of road with no houses nearby, no lights, and no chance of anyone seeing me. That's when the panic set in. But before I could think too hard, my instincts kicked in. I grabbed my phone, held it up to my ear, and said loud enough for him to hear, "Hey Dad, yeah, I see you waiting at the corner. I'll be there in just a second." Of course, there was nobody there. But the man froze. He looked around quickly, shifted his weight like he'd just been caught, and then turned the other way without saying a word. I kept walking, pretending to be calm, pretending I was about to meet someone. Inside, my heart was pounding so hard I thought it might burst out of my chest. When I finally reached the main street, with cars passing by and lights overhead, I let out the biggest sigh of relief of my life.